Hi, boys and girls. Today we're going to do the application problem. Remember, we read the whole word problem first, and then we'll go back and look to see what we can do. There are 8 children in the after-school cooking club. How many boys and how many girls might be in the class? Draw a picture and write a number sentence to explain your thinking. So, first what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a chart. And I'm going to put B for boys. And I'm going to put over here G for girls. And I'm going to divide it up. All right. So there is more than one answer to this problem. And we're going to show all the different answers to this problem. All right. So imagine if there are 8 children in all, imagine there's only one boy. So how many girls would there be? So if there's one, so there would be 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So there would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 girls. So that number sentence would be 1 plus 7 equals 8. All right. So imagine that there were 2 boys in the class. How many girls would there be? Okay. So let's count on from 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 girls. So that would be 2 plus 6 equals 8. Now imagine there were 3 boys in the class. So 1, 2, 3. We gotta see how many girls would be in the class. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right. So that number sentence would be 3 plus 5 equals 8. And you may not be able to see that because of my screen. All right. So let's imagine there are 4 boys in the class. All right. So let's see how many girls there would be. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So if there are 4 boys in the class, how many girls are there? There's 1, 2, 3, 4. So my number sentence would be 4 plus 4 equals 8. All right. So you notice what we're doing is we're just going up by 1 for the boys, but what do you notice about the girls? 7, 6, 5, 4. Notice that the girls go down by 1, while the boys are going up by 1. Now look at this. 1, imagine there were 5 boys in the class. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, let's see how many girls there would be in the class. So there's 5 boys, so 6, 7, 8. Ooh, look at that. So that number sentence would be 5 plus 3 equals 8. Huh. Look up at the top. We had 3 plus 5 equals 8. And now we have 5 plus 3 equals 8. Do you remember what I called that? It's called a turnaround fact. We simply just took the numbers and turned them around. All right. So now imagine there were 6 boys in the class. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There were 6 boys in the class. Let's see how many girls there would be. So you could go 7, 8. Okay. So if there's 5 boys in the class, I'm sorry, 6 boys in the class, there would only be 2 girls in the class. So that is 6 plus 2 equals 8. Well, look up here. We had 2 plus 6 equals 8. So here's another turnaround fact. Now it's 6 plus 2 equals 8. Okay? And let's see if there were 7 boys in the class. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. If there were 7 boys in the class, so 7, 8. There would only be 1 girl in the class. And that number sentence would be 7 plus 1 equals 8. And you notice here, 1 plus 7 equals 8. 7 plus 1 equals 8. That again is a turnaround fact. So there's one that we did not do. Imagine there were no boys in the class. How many girls would there be? That's right, there would be 8. And that number sentence would be 0 plus 8 equals 8. And we could say if there were 8 boys in the class and no girls, we could say there were 8 boys plus no girls equals 8. And again, that's a turnaround fact. All right, so there were a lot of answers for this one problem. Thanks for doing it with me.